In the frigid depths of the Atlantic Ocean, Leviathan, a nuclear-powered submarine, glided through the darkness like a phantom. Its mission was shrouded in secrecy. Known only to a select few aboard, Captain Robert Harrington, a weathered naval veteran, led the crew into the abyss, where the fine line between reality and nightmare began to blur. The Leviathan's mission was to explore an uncharted trench known only as the Mariana Abyss, where mysterious signals had been detected. As the submarine descended into the inky depths, the pressure outside intensified, matching the growing tension inside the vessel. The crew, a mix of seasoned submariners and scientists, felt a palpable unease as they delved deeper into the abyss. Strange phenomena plagued their journey. Ghostly whispers echoed through the metal hull, and shadows danced in the dimly lit corridors. Captain Harrington dismissed the incidents as mere hallucinations caused by the crushing pressure and isolation. One night, during a routine maintenance dive, a crew member reported seeing spectral figures outside the porthole. Faces distorted in agony stared back at him, their eyes pleading for release from the abyss. The crew dismissed it as fatigue, induced hallucinations, but the unease continued to fester. As Leviathan reached the trench's bottom, strange markings adorned the ocean floor, symbols reminiscent of ancient rituals. The scientists were eager to investigate, while the submariners grew increasingly uneasy. The submarine sonar picked up an otherworldly hum, a haunting melody that resonated with the crew's deepest fears. In the heart of the trench, an eerie luminescence revealed an ancient structure, a submerged temple untouched by time. The crew, driven by scientific curiosity, ventured inside, only to be met with inexplicable occurrences. Tools levitated, lights flickered, and disembodied voices echoed through the temple's chambers. Captain Harrington's skepticism waned as he faced the unexplainable. The boundaries between the living and the spectral began to dissolve, and the crew found themselves tormented by apparitions from their past. Guilt-ridden memories resurfaced, projected onto the temple's walls like a macabre play. The abyss itself seemed to feed on the crew's fears, manifesting their deepest regrets. One by one, crew members succumbed to the relentless psychological assault, disappearing into the shadows of the abyss. As paranoia spread like a virus, the once unified crew descended into chaos. In the claustrophobic confines of the submarine, corridors transformed into labyrinthine nightmares. Crew members reported encounters with twisted versions of themselves, doppelgangers that taunted them with their darkest secrets. The lines between reality and hallucination blurred, and the once rational crew questioned their sanity. Captain Harrington, burdened by guilt from a classified mission gone awry, became the epicenter of the haunting. Ghostly apparitions of those he had lost, and those he had left behind, materialized to deliver spectral judgment. As the abyssal pressure mounted, so did the weight of his conscience. The temple's ancient energy, now unleashed, projected visions of apocalyptic futures onto the submarine's walls. The crew witnessed the world consumed by darkness, cities swallowed by the sea, and monstrous entities rising from the abyss. Desperation gripped the submariners as they grappled with the thinning line between prophetic nightmare and impending doom. In a final, desperate attempt to escape the abyss's grip, Captain Harrington ordered the ascent. The submarine strained against the pressure, groaning as it clawed its way to the surface. As Leviathan breached the ocean's surface, the temple's haunting influence waned, leaving the crew gasping for air. Yet the horrors did not end. The abyss had left its mark on Leviathan and its crew. Paranormal occurrences continued to plague the submarine, and the surviving crew members carried the weight of their abyssal ordeal. The once secret mission became a cursed tale, whispered among naval circles. As Leviathan sailed back to port, its hull scarred by the journey, Captain Harrington gazed into the abyssal depths one last time. The haunting melody lingered, a spectral echo in the minds of those who had dared to explore the Mariana Abyss. the ocean had claimed more than the physical. It had taken pieces of their souls, forever tethering them to the haunted depths. In a cool autumn morning, Jake, Sarah, Mike, and Lisa, 4 adventurous friends, took their research submarine and set off from the shore in search of a legendary wreck. They sailed deep into the Pacific Ocean, towards a region where it was said a lost submarine lay, rumored to hide a mysterious treasure. As they approached the location indicated by old maps and sailors' tales, the air became filled with an odd anticipation. When their submarine reached the specified area, they felt the warmth from the depths of the waters, a sign they were in a thermally active zone. What they didn't know was that this strange warmth was not just the result of volcanic activity, but also of a dormant ancestral presence. By the time they identified the dark outlines of the lost submarine, they were overtaken by a mix of emotions: curiosity, excitement, and a certain unease. They descended into the depths, and the pale light of their lanterns began to reveal the deteriorated details of the wreck. The submarine seemed to have remained intact over the years, and strange symbols covered its corroded shell. Once on board the mysterious submarine, they were greeted by an atmosphere charged with silence and the presence of an enigmatic aura. They began exploring the dark chambers, discovering labyrinthine hallways and control panels covered in dust. With each step, it seemed like time slowed down, and the muffled sounds of the sea were replaced by distant whispers and alien knocks. After rummaging through the rooms, they reached a central compartment where they found the treasure: gold, diamonds, and beautifully carved antique objects. However, with each touch of the treasure, they had the sensation that something was amiss. A cold feeling ran down their spines, and the shadows of the wreck seemed to come alive around them. Amidst the treasure, they found an old box with strange symbols and a dragon-shaped lock. When Lisa opened the box, a faint light began to radiate, and a foreign energy filled the room. They heard whispered voices and felt the presence of invisible entities surrounding them. With this discovery, the atmosphere in the submarine became increasingly tense. The objects around them seemed to come to life, and gold and diamonds changed their glow according to the moods of the 4 friends. Jake became more obsessed with wealth. Mike felt an inexplicable connection to the antiquity of the objects, and Sarah and Lisa began to have strange dreams and visions during their exploration. On a terrifying night, when the lantern's light went out suddenly, the friends heard demonic laughter and felt a malevolent presence around them. A desperate struggle began to escape the submarine, with doors seeming to close on their own, and darkness seemingly feeding on their fear. Eventually, they managed to escape, but not without consequences. Behind them, the submarine remained underwater, like a cursed treasure. The 4 friends surfaced, but their souls remained trapped in the depths of the ocean, bound to that ancestral treasure and the malevolent forces unleashed. The episode became a dark legend, passed from mouth to mouth, and those who ventured into that area became subjects of the dark forces hidden in the depths of the ocean. Their story became a warning, and the mysterious submarine and its treasures remained in history as a mystery shrouded in shadows and supernatural ties.